Welcome to week 4, Friday morning of the Wanna Be a Kickboxer Challenge. We've got some sore bodies this week. The word of the week has been exhausted. That's all I've heard from everybody. So we thought it'd be fun to work on their cardio today. We're working on 4-punch pyramids and some really hard kicks. The guys are really fortunate today that they're actually having Adrian taking the session. This bloke has got so much experience in the Muay Thai game, and I think they're going to have a bit of a shock to the system about how hard they're working today.
All right, so what we're going to do circle of death, okay? So you're going to throw the jab, you're going to come straight back with the right cross, so whatever hand they're punching, you're going to hit them with the other hand. It's always going to be a straight punch, yeah? So throw the jab, throw the cross, you're going to slip the cross, come back with a 2-punch counter. Bang, double, bang, up. They haven't quite got it yet, a bit more. Yes, I'm just kidding. Let's see, go hard, come on, make it work, hard. If you are not gassed at the end of 3 minutes, you're wasting your freaking time, okay? You're gonna fight for 2-minute rounds, and that's gonna be the longest goddamn 2 minutes you've ever experienced. All right, you need to start taking this shit seriously. You've only got 6 weeks left.
So here we've got Roxanne working on the pads at the minute and being held by Lil. These two guys here are working super hard together and are pushing each other really well. The improvement in Roxanne is incredible. She's an individual who's really taken to this like a fish into water. I think that's the expression, will go with that anyway. Her kicking is phenomenal, which we'll hopefully see in a moment. So here we've got Chris working on the pads. His work rate is absolutely phenomenal. But on top of that, what I really like about Chris is every time we rock up in the morning, we have to lay the pads down outside, and he's the first guy to rock up and help without being asked. I think that's a really good sign of somebody who's here to learn and want to work hard, but also they're willing to help out and really put everything in to make sure that everybody gets everything out of the session. You can see he's looking like really excited about life at the minute, but that's just a sign of his work rate and effort that he's putting in. If he wasn't looking like this right now, I'd be a little bit scared. I would say that he didn't want to try hard. So let's see him work on the pads now. So we're just watching Anna here on the kick shield with Adrian, and this is an individual who's come on absolutely leaps and bounds. I actually can't quite believe how quickly she's improved. She's really taking instruction really well, and just has the attitude to want to learn and get better. I've had some really good feedback from you, from all of the trainers in here, but also your fellow teammates. The improvement that we've seen in you since the first week here. Bear in mind, you're in week 4. You've turned into an absolute killer. How are you feeling about how things are going?
I definitely feel a lot better within myself. Yeah, I've been trying really hard, but yeah.
Do you feel like your confidence is growing in how you're feeling within the sessions here?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I just feel a lot better.
I know when I came into the gym on Thursday morning after Wednesday, about 5 different people said to me, oh my God, you should have seen Lily yesterday. She went up to the next level. And even Adrian just commented this morning on how much your power has improved. How are you feeling come fight night? Are you getting nervous about it or looking forward to it?
I'm so nervous.
Yeah? You'd be a psychopath if you weren't nervous, so don't worry about that at all. Nice. Come on, Killer Lily. Keep going, mate. Oi. Good knees there. That looks more like a salmon than a fucking plank, mate.
Trout. Week 4, Friday morning, end of a solid session. We had Sarah and Adrian running the class. Well, I got some sparring in with some fighters that are going to fight on the night as well, which was really cool. Adrian, this morning, you could hear a few times he's getting angry, yelling at the challenges and that sort of stuff, which is good. It's, you know, we're here to have fun, but also at the end of the challenge, we've got to remember that we've got to fight. Yes, there's a fine line between mucking around and also making sure we're doing the best we can to fight, because at the end of the day, on fight night, we've got to make sure that you guys can defend yourselves to a reasonable ability and also show some good technique. So, you know, Adrian's just passionate about what he does. he's definitely the one that you want in the corner as well. He makes sure he knows if you get to fight night, you're going to be ready. So I'm not too worried about the passion and the anger that he brings sometimes, because he's just going to bring out the best in you. And we're super stoked to have him on board, and they had a good session. They're still smiling at the end. Thank you.
All right, so week 4, Saturday morning. What we're going to do this morning, getting ready to do a bit of sparring. So they're doing 1-for-1 defence and counter drill. So one person will attack, practice their different combinations. They've got to start to think for themselves. We're not setting the combinations today. So they've got to start to learn to find gaps in their defence. And the other person's got to learn to defend, not give up their ground, and then throw their own attacks back. So when you're defending, clench your teeth. No, clench your teeth. Yeah, and chin down. All right. Look after those pearly whites, man.
I might have been down, not out. It's on sight, you gon' figure that out. And I might have been down, not out. Only one thing I gotta know now is, are you ready for the comeback? Yeah.
That's it. Good. Try and get that check up.
Are you ready for the...
That's it. Yeah, good. Try and keep your eyes open when you're getting hit. So when you put your guard up, just sit there, keep your eyes open, watch. Yeah. When you're getting hit, try to keep your eyes open. Okay. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Don't even move you around. Here. When you're defending. Yeah, so what I want you to start thinking about when you're doing these combinations, okay? Is rather than coming into hands up, rather than coming into a combination, you go, oh, okay, I'm going to go X, Y, Z, and just go bang, 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 and just throw it regardless. You throw your first punch, see how it reacts. Oh, there's gaps. You got to give it enough time to have a look. This is what, if I throw here, how's he going to react to it? Then you have your look at your next shot. So it's like if you stand upright, both your defence is really good, but if you stand upright, it's easy to get knocked off balance. If you get knocked off balance, you can't counter. When they hit you, brace for impact, to push your hips back, crunch down. So you're nice and solid, then you can just belt them as soon as they give you a gap. Yeah, like I said, both of your defence is awesome, but you stand upright, even if you're nice and strong, it's easy to get knocked backwards. Once your chest goes behind your hips like that, you have to put your leg back to stop you falling over, then you're vulnerable. Okay, one thing I want you guys to, all you guys to understand, a little bit different in Muay Thai than maybe other combat sports. Don't be afraid to get hit, okay? When your opponent comes in, everyone's doing this, sort of stepping away, not wanting to get hit, okay? When you get hit, if you've got good defence and good balance, getting hit puts you in a really strong position to counter. Rushing to get hit before you can stand that. Yeah, everyone, so wait. Put your hips up in. Good. Arms on your body?
Yeah.
Here.
Down here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Forearms to protect your body, okay? So you crunch down so your elbows come just above your hips.
Okay.
So if they get in under here and you get to the liver and into this side, that's where they're going to start hurting you.
Yeah.
So when they attack, duck down, hide behind your arms and your hands, yeah? Strong defence, girl. Hold your ground. Say, elbows down. Elbows down. Yeah, don't let it get to the body. Stay small. Better. You've got huge targets to the size of his legs. I know. It's like attacking a small village. Try and pay attention to where you're moving when you're fighting, okay? It's natural and easy to move to your left if you're an orthodox fighter, okay? It's easy this way. It's natural. But that you're walking into the power side. Okay, if I'm moving this way all day long, he's going to wait and then throw a right hand or a right kick. Okay, so move to your right hand. So if he comes in and steps in, I take a step to my right, I've just taken away all of your right hand weapons. Everything you're doing is good. Your biggest problem is distance control. You can't throw a kick here and then stop here. You've got to be able to kick, step back. Yeah, whatever leg you throw, step back, have the other leg straight back up. So you throw your left leg, boom, step back, right, pull your hips back, right leg will come up off the floor. Yeah, always ready to defend, but in, out, stay kicking range. Ooh-wee. Good. As soon as you kick, have that check ready. Check. Once down here, Lance throws his kick, that scores. If we block like this, like we use this block, okay, that's not a block in Muay Thai. In kickboxing, our class is a block, it doesn't score. In Muay Thai, it doesn't mean jack. Okay, so when you block here, it's for a reason. Boom, you've got to work off it. Okay, the whole idea of doing that is to get inside the kicks and punch the crap out of him, try and take the kicking game away from him, because it's obviously something he's good at. So if you can take their weapons away from him, make him think, oh, every time I throw that kick, I'm getting belted. Okay, so aim at the body, okay, and underneath the elbows and into the body. When you defend, don't flare your elbows out, okay? Keep your elbows tucked in, protect your ribs, all right? Legs and body, teeps and kicks. Okay, extend your hand out. This is kicking range, this is fighting range. From here, I'm gonna take a short step in, land my kick, short step out. This way you have to step to get in, you have to step in to get your shots, which means she's got time to defend herself. If I'm standing here and she can hit me without moving, then whoever moves is probably gonna land. Yeah, so you throw your kick, step back out, and while you're doing the sparring, periodically just touching each other all the time, okay? Because we use this a lot in Muay Thai, not like boxing, yeah? Because later on when we're starting to use this in sparring, hands up, so if I'm touching here, so Sarah, she's got to guard here, boom. So as soon as you touch here, you just straight in with elbows, okay?